I remember going a few times with friends of mine to see the film who were novelists, just saying, you lucked out on this because you got somebody who actually wasn't interested in competing with you, in telling a separate story than your story. And with Nick Hornby, what he wanted to do was find a story within your story, which is a film story. And Nick did that. And I think every novelist knows how unusual that is and how lucky I've been with it.
Where do you live?
Clinton Street.
Yeah? Because I'm on my way home. Can I walk you?
It was freezing outside. They moved slowly through the streets, huddled against each other, hardly speaking at all. When they came close to Clinton Street, however, Tony stopped and turned and faced her. There's something you got to know, he said. I'm not Irish. You don't sound Irish.
I need to make this clear. No part of me is Irish. I don't have Irish parents or grandparents or anything. I'm Italian. Well, my parents are anyway.
This is, in a way, a really important moment in the book, where it's the first time she's actually beginning to fit in. She's met a guy to dance, and he's walking her home.
I really like Irish girls.
And I was the only one who would dance with you.
Oh, no, it wasn't...
Oh, so you danced with loads of others?
If you're writing novels, often a tiny thing can be enough for you, can give you half the book. There was an oral history of Brooklyn, and they interviewing people, and one guy who was Italian said, you know, all we wanted in those years, talking about the 50s, was an Irish girlfriend. I thought, oh, I didn't know that. And the reason, of course, was that the next generation would be Americans rather than Italians or Irish.
Background, everybody rocking.
Will you come for dinner and meet my family sometime?
I'd love to.
It's a book that deals with romantic drama, but I also wanted comedy. Of course, the comedy of going in and the little brother.
Better warn you about Frankie.
He's the little one.
Yeah, he's 8 going on 18.
He's 8 going on 18. He's nice and he's smart, but he's been talking of all the things he's going to say to my girlfriend when he meets her.
He's nice and he's smart, but he's been talking and he's talking about all the things he's going to say to you.
I mean, anyone who's ever gone home with somebody knowing their big danger is their little brother is going to say something so unnecessary and unusual.
I should say that we don't like Irish people.
Hey.
What? We don't. That is a well-known fact.
Frank's father asked him to follow him into the hallway. When they returned after a few moments, Frank was, to the amusement of his brothers, suitably chastised.
I'm sorry, Eilish. I'm an idiot. I'm a rude idiot.
I didn't realize when I was working on it that it was such a big American story. It was only really when it came out and Americans began to talk to me about it, I realized, of course, it's for everyone's grandmother, great-grandmother, or even mother came alone on a boat. And people have that figure in their lives of someone before them who was brave enough to come. And slowly, I suppose what you call the American dream, and we call the Irish immigrant's experience, marriage.
Did you know that Pumbaa in The Lion King was the first character to fart in a Disney movie? For this and more movie facts, click on more videos.